Daniel and
Hi.
Alexis are starring in Disney Plus's Christmas Again, coming December 3rd. This
Woo!
is this is the movie that we need. It's set in Chicago. It's about a Chicago family. We're all in the holiday spirit. I mean, you got the mug, I got the sweater. We are ready to go. First of all, let's go ahead and chat a little bit about the premise of the movie. I guess let's talk about the serious stuff first. I mean, especially divorce, separation can be hard for families, but especially for young children. And this is a movie that kind of helps them along the process. Tell us a little bit about both of your roles.
Yeah, I mean, well, I would just speak to the general premise of the film, really. Scarlett Estevez, who plays Ro, first of all, she was like a champion, for such a young actor. She was a real leader. Like, she was in almost every scene. Her workload was mind-boggling, honestly. We were just all there to kind of support her and help her through her journey in the film. That journey consists of, having a Christmas in the context of a new family structure. It just didn't kind of hit the way that it used to for her, and she took it personally. Right? She makes a wish, and that wish comes true, and she ends up experiencing the same day over and over again until she gains a new perspective.
One thing I want to add is that so she grows up in the course of the movie, but what's so beautiful about a Disney Christmas movie is she still preserves the magic of Christmas. Yeah. So for parents who are wondering if it's appropriate for their children, like the magic of Christmas and the essence of the holiday spirit is even, I think, heightened for her at the end. And there's just a beautiful moment at the end, which I will not tell you, but it gives her, she grows up and she understands on a deeper level the real true magic of Christmas for her, while Disney still keeps the magic of it. It's so beautiful. I love it. It's a great journey to go on.
But there's not only Disney magic in this film, there's also Chicago magic. I mean, it wasn't just
Totally.
set in Chicago. You guys actually filmed here. Tell us a little bit about, filming it in Ravenswood and what it was like to actually experience that Chicago winter to film this film.
I do want to say that Chicago is the best possible city for the. I obviously I'm biased because I'm from Chicago, but the Christmas spirit, there's just something about the whole vibe of Michigan Avenue and, Macy's, which formerly Marshall Fields, the windows that they set up with all the animated, it is a beautiful city in which to experience Christmas, and to shoot a Christmas movie there was just, it's a whole other level of mind blowing. So.
And we were in shoot on location in a family home. And, a lot of the homes were just already decorated for Christmas. So it wasn't, the truth is we didn't really have to do much acting because it was like, we were like in the spirit. I mean, and Daniel and I like come from theater, and I think we take things very seriously, and we're going to we got to really just be present, like, because Scarlett, as a true leader, like, the cast, I'm sure you're going to ask this question, but the cast really did become this little family, especially because we were doing it during lockdown. So it's not like we were really going out. We had each other, and we were all basically staying in the same place. So we became this little family. We were shooting in a family home. It was a really, our director, Andy Fickman, and producer, Betsy, they create a family vibe. So it was a really special experience that we had to film in Chicago, and then amongst our little family that we created.
I mean, we literally, this is last year that we shot this movie. We literally group text about once a month. My phone explodes with like 90. I'm like, why do I have 97 missed text messages? And it's Christmas again. Yeah. It's Alexis.
It's just like boom.
Yeah, literally, that's it. Look at that.
It's just nonstop. It just
goes and goes. Yeah.
That's always so funny because your heart always races when you're not by your phone and you look and you're like, I have 47 messages and it's all from the same, group of people, and it's like, okay, I just missed part of this conversation. But, speaking of a family and your Chicago roots, did you end up becoming the tour guide, or people asking you, Danielle, as far as like places you got to go, or did you end up taking people around on your off time?
No, honestly, all jokes aside, because of the protocols we had to follow with the COVID situation at that time, nobody was really going out that much. So, I mean, we were all pretty much living in the same building, except for the actors who lived in Chicago. And it would have been awesome. I would have loved to have been a tour guide, but I was just going to the gym downstairs and back up to my apartment. That was pretty
But
much
you
it.
did tell us good places to get takeout from.
Yeah.
Right. Like you kind of knew where to go. Like, you knew some restaurants to be like, oh, and and we would get like takeout and then delivery and stuff because we weren't really going to restaurants. Well, we didn't have time either. But
Yeah.
Dave, I think you told me about Gibson's, maybe.
Yeah, Gibson's. I don't know. RPM.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Daniel
Chicago
always
was-
knows the good spots to eat.
Gibson's also has the biggest desserts. And so if you're looking for a big piece of chocolate cake or a big piece of carrot cake, that's the place to go to.
That's I literally felt like I was pregnant again. Not Christmas again. I was like, I just ate pounds of cake and I feel like I'm pregnant. So I did
I
that
think
on
you just,
on
I think you just pitched another movie, Pregnant Again.
Pregnant again.
Over and
Let's
over.
go.
That's going to be a nightmare film though. And I don't know. Anyway.
Oh my
We
goodness.
got to write that one down though, Alexis. Pregnant
I
again.
know.
Let's go.
Pregnant.
We'll produce it together.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's next time we chat with both of you. Pregnant again. That's what we'll be filming. Let's talk a little bit about the film. It's a holiday twist on Groundhog's Day, where Ro gets to wake up every morning and gets to experience it the same day over and over. Is there a particular holiday that both of you, or holiday memory that you both had that, like, oh, I wish I could relive this year? Whether it was something recent or something of your past, or maybe a gift you got or people you were around.
You want to
I was just going to say what the thing that occurs to my mind. It's two things. My family's ritual of Christmas morning, which was just gathering in the living room and opening gifts. I mean, I miss my parents. They're both not here anymore, but that just replays in my mind. And I can almost see it like a picture book, going from like doing it at age 7 and doing it at age 18, just like, progressively. My sister joining the family when I was 10. So that, and then also going to see the annual production of, what is it? The Scrooge movie, the Scrooge, what is it?
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol?
Christmas
Goodman?
Carol. Yeah. Yeah. At the Goodman every single year. And I would see that's where my dream of being an actor was born, because I would see Tiny Tim up there and I'd be like, wow, I wish I could do that. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I would say seeing Christmas Carol every single year at the Goodman and opening presents with my family.
That is amazing. What about for you, Alexis?
Well, my roots are I'm Cuban and Spanish, and so for me it's Nochebuena, and we had my grandmother would cook this huge pork every Christmas Eve, and we would and as a kid I would stay up late and we would open a lot of presents like for my aunts and uncles on Christmas Eve, and so it's that memory of the smell of the garlic and Christmas music, and it was always at my aunt's house. And her decorations and the tree and seeing all the presents under the tree. So I kind of loved all the buildup.
Christmas Again, Disney Plus on December 3rd.